If you are wondering how people who start from scratch, building their brand, how do they go from zero to making so much money? And the way that they do that is when they start building a brand, they understand that we have to focus on something and make sure that focus is something that people want. So today in this video, if you're thinking about how can I build a powerful personal brand in 2025 and attract my dream clients in 5 easy steps, then this video is for you. So keep watching if you want to know. So hello, awesome people. And today I want to talk about 5 keys, just 5 keys on how you can build a powerful, profitable brand in 2025, because things are different. Things are different from the way they were 3 years ago or 4 years ago or just 2 years ago. And so I want you to get that pen and paper, because I want to give you these 5 keys on how you can build a profitable, powerful personal brand and attract your dream clients. So if you're ready, let's get going. Number 1, the first key is you have to know, who do you want to be known as? And I spent a lot of time trying to figure that out for myself. Who do you want to be known as? You have to make sure you focus on a niche that you are passionate about, something that you know you can help people with, you can solve their problem. For example, I want to be known as an online marketing and brand strategist. And I also talk about leadership training, because that's how you create impact. So you want to make sure for 2025, and you're not married to this for the whole year, but at least 3 months or 6 months, who do you want to be known as? But if you stick to it for 12 months, you're going to really build your brand. So think about that, because your brand is your reputation. It's much more than your colors and your logo. A brand is much more than that. So in 2025, it's going to be so important that clarity speaks volumes. And I like to tell people, and I heard Rory Vaden say this, and I love what he said. He said, clarity, being clear, is better than being clever. Don't try to be cutesy with your brand message and your tagline. Being clear is better than being clever. So what's the second key? The second key is, once you know who do you want to be known as, you need to know what audience do you want to serve. Now, when you try to serve everyone, you serve no one. So let me think about that. Yes, when you try to serve everyone, you serve no one. Who do you want to work with? Who do you feel you can help? Who has that problem that you can solve? And so you want to nail down your audience. Now, it doesn't just have to be one specific group of people, but it's good when you can figure out, I want to work with this particular group. For me, I work with entrepreneurs who build businesses online, coaches and speakers, people who are like me. So you want to make sure you focus on, who do you want your audience to be? How can you give a clear message to them, letting them know that you can solve the problem that they are struggling with? This is how you're going to build a profitable and powerful brand in 2025. Focus is your superpower, okay? Instead of being all over the place, focus on the biggest problem that your ideal audience may have. Now, here's an action tip. Write down the specific audience you serve, okay? And the one problem that you solve for them, okay? Build all of your content around that problem. Let's emphasize, being all over the place confuses people, okay? Clarity is money. Okay? Don't try to be clever. Clarity is money. Create clarity and you build trust, and that attracts your ideal clients. Okay. So number 3, the third key, know and communicate your message clearly. All right. If your message is confusing, you're like, I do this and I do that and we do this and we do that, you're not going to connect with your audience. Okay. It has to be simple. It has to be clear, and it has to be solution oriented. And I keep saying solution. You have to provide a solution to a problem that your audience have. People will pay for that. And so here's an action tip. Refine your message into one clear idea. I like to say a transformation statement, okay? And make sure it's consistent everywhere. So you can just say, I help, and whoever you help, do whatever you help them do, how you help them do it, and the results they get. Very clear, okay? Not clever, but very clear. Your message needs to be unique, okay? So key number 4, you want to show up as you. And I talk about that because even me, when I first started trying to build my brand, I was thinking about, okay, maybe I can be like this person. Maybe I could do like this person. They have all of these followers. Maybe I can do that. Well, that doesn't work. You want to be you. People tend to connect and relate with you, and you attract the people who want to work with you and your business. And so in 2025, you don't have to be all jargony. You don't have to be all businessy. You don't have to try to be somebody else. You don't have to compare yourself. You want to show up as you. Who are you? Share your why. Share your journey. Share your challenges. Share your struggles. Share your wins, right? Show up as you. When you show up authentically as you, not trying to be somebody else, you are going to really build a brand of people who connect with you. It's going to be magnetic, and people are going to want to be in your circle. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be an expert. You don't have to even be certified in a lot of stuff. You just need to know how to solve the problem of the person who is your ideal client. So show up as you, the authentic you. Share your stories, share your experiences, okay? Those things make you relatable. Your ideal clients are looking for somebody who understands them. They're looking for somebody who, not somebody who's perfect, but somebody who has flaws also. And so when you show up authentically as you, you're going to create this brand that people like, because your brand is how you make people feel. Your brand is what people say about you when you're not in the room. Jeff Bezos said that your brand is everything. And I like to say, build your brand, build your bank account. So key number 4 is just show up as you. And so that takes a lot of pressure off, because now you're not having to try to be like other people. But it's nothing wrong with modeling people who are doing what you're doing. It's nothing wrong with modeling people who started from scratch and now they're doing very well. It's nothing wrong with modeling that, but show up as you. And the last key number 5, is build impact, not followers. It's a myth that you need lots of followers to make good money in your business. That is a myth. And so many people would agree with me, because having 10,000 followers who are just liking and not buying or not doing anything is not as good as having 200 good loyal followers who are buying and getting your products and being a part of your circle and being in your membership or wanting, coaching from you. Because it's not about followers, not having a lot of followers that are actually loyal. Now that is good, but just having followers and focusing on, let me get followers, that won't build your brand. You want to focus on impact. You want to give people what they need. You want to solve their problems. You want to be the answer to their challenges. You just want to help them get over a hump that they've been over for so long. They just want something simple like that. So in 2025, being the person who is creating impact is going to be your secret weapon. And you create impact through your content. You create impact through your blog. If you have a blog or YouTube video like this, or your social media posts or your podcast, you create impact through your words. When you're speaking or coaching, you create impact. And the way to create impact is to use the words that people are using in their heads. Speak to their problems. Speak to their pain points. Speak to their challenges. This is how you create impact in 2025. So it's not all about followers. It's about impact. And how many lives can you impact? You start with 20. 20 people are great. You have a good group of 20 loyal people who are following you. You're impacting them. Then you move on to 50. Then you move on to 100, 200. And I like what Pat Flynn says. You really only need 1,000 super followers, super fans, he calls them, to make really good money online with your business. Amy Porterfield and Donald Miller says you could even have 500 good people. Can you imagine having a product for $47 and 100 people buy it this month? You've made $4,700. Can you imagine having a coaching program and it's $1,000 and you solve a problem for people and they've been having it a long time, and you solve the problem and they can go on and be successful, and it's $1,000 to work with you and coach with you, and 10 people buy it? You just made 10K. Can you imagine having just a $500 strategy session where you give people strategies and ways that they can do what they want in their business, and 20 people buy it? You see what I'm saying? So a good audience of 250 or 500 or 1,000 can bring you so much money on a monthly basis and can be the start and the foundation of building your brand. So build impact through your words and not focus so much on building followers. So I hope that these 5 keys have helped you as you get ready to think about how can you build a powerful and profitable brand that's simple in 2020, 2025. And number 1, you just want to know, who do you want to be known as? And focus on who you want to be known as. Pick your one thing and really be known for it. No more than two titles, okay? Who do you want to be known as? Number 2, who is your audience? Key number 2, who do you want to serve? Who can you help with the problem that they have, right? And so key number 3, you want your message to be clear, right? You want your message to connect with your people. So that message is just down to earth. It's just post about your own struggles, your lifestyle, your entrepreneur journey. Your message can speak to their problems. Your message can speak to their pain points. You can use ChatGPT to help you come up with the message. And key number 4, just show up as you. You don't have to have the overwhelming feeling and all of the stress of trying to be somebody else. And sometimes I say we try to make our chapter 1 where we're starting, or chapter 2, or chapter 3, which is 3 years in, those chapters like somebody's chapter 10 or somebody's chapter 15. They've been doing something a long time. We don't know where they started. We don't know what was their journey was like to get them to where they are. So be you, and you will attract the right people. And the 5th key is build impact through your words, through your content, and not followers. And the good thing about it is you don't have to be everywhere online. You don't have to be online every day. You can pick 2 good social media sites, maybe 1 email out the week. Learn how to build that simple strategy, that funnel, and just start building on 20 people, 50 people, 100 people, 300 people. And you're going to see how you're going to build such a profitable and personable and powerful brand in 2025. And I guarantee you these strategies work. It's not like the old days where you had to do so much stuff. These strategies work. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be an expert. You just need to build a brand that attracts your ideal client. So don't forget, as I always like to say, the secret sauce to your success is not the algorithm. It's not being on every social site. It's not being online. It's not being overwhelmed. It's not trying to be someone else. The secret sauce to your success is you. And I love to say that. So don't forget to subscribe to our channel, because it helps us grow our channel. And be sure and leave comments. We love comments, and let me know what other kind of videos you want. And don't forget, down below in the description, I have some great freebies for you on building your brand bundle toolkits. Head down to the description below. I have links there so you can get those freebies and get ready to build that brand 2025.